Hello,
How are you?
fine, thank
What's your name?
you. Maria Alejandra.
Maria Alejandra. I'm Sarah.
Hello, Sam.
Maria Alejandra, where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Colombia. And what do you do in Colombia?
I am a preschool teacher.
That's interesting. How long have you been studying English, Maria Alejandra?
I study in a school. Like they taught me English, and then after my school, I traveled to England for 1.5 years, and then I study, but I never study formally. I just study on my own. For example, if I always take the dictionary, I always ask for the spelling. I love to read, so I'm reading. So I'm like self-learner, because at school they don't teach as much as now. These young students are learning much English at school. When I was at school, they won't teach me as all the vocabulary and all the things that I really need. So I learn English on my own practice.
What do you think is the most difficult thing about learning English?
The spelling. Spelling is really difficult for me.
Because you've learned it on your own.
Yes.
What did you do when you were in England?
I work for like home, like a house for disabled people. So I have like this cerebral palsy, schizophrenic, all kind of difficulties, and they are well in wheelchairs. So I have to first I walk them up, clean them, take them to the washroom, feed them, then as an escort to the university, to the school, whatever they want to do. So I was doing that for 1 year, and then they hire me for another 6 months. They want me to stay there, but I want to study.
Oh.
So that's what I'm doing.
Good. Maria Alejandra, can you tell me, please, something about your daily routine
At home in Colombia,
in Colombia? Yeah.
when I'm working, or on Saturday or on Sunday.
Let's start with a weekday.
A weekday, I have to be at my school at 7 o'clock, but I really live really close to my work, so I can leave my house at 6:55, and I can be on time.
Lucky you.
Yes, I'm really lucky. So I start class. I teach in 5 different classrooms. Transition, 4 to 6 year olds, math, kinder, 5 to 6, math, grade 1 math, and as well I teach like kind of psychologist. I'm teaching how the students will work with their feelings, like how to manage anger, happiness, because there's a bad happiness, good happiness, how to deal with that. So I have class from 7 to 12:30. So everybody goes to have lunch in their own houses. So we have 2 hours lunch break, half an hour nap, and then we start classes again from 2:30 to 4:30. And I always, after school, I go to my house, and I have to read every day, like for 2 hours. And then I do the laundry, cook for my husband, and I always go to bed like around 11 o'clock.
Okay, brilliant. And what do you do at the weekends then?
During the weekends, I try to spend most of my weekend with my husband. So we wake up like around 10. He loves sports, so when he plays tennis, I am like in the tennis court, but I'm reading, and then we can play. I like to play squash. We have lunch with my parents, then we bought the groceries, and then we go out with some friends. On Sundays, like as well, really relaxing. No work, no study, just reading.
Sounds good. Okay, Maria Alejandra, we're going to move on to part 2, in which you will take a longer turn at speaking. I'm going to ask you to speak about the subject of technology and something that you can't live without. Okay? I'm going to give you 1 minute now to sit and make some notes if you wish, and then after that I would like you to speak for between 1 and 2 minutes on this subject.
Can I choose 2 objects?
If you'd like to, yes.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, off you go then.
Okay. I have to talk about technology. What is the? Can you repeat the question?
Technology and an item of technology that you can't live without.
I cannot live without my washing machine because when I first married, we didn't have the money to buy one. So imagine you washing like jeans. My husband is like almost 2 meters tall. They're huge. Like the towels is like, and to dry them, and everything is like, we don't have dryers at home because it's always sunny. So it was like terrible. I will spend a whole Sunday doing the laundry with my husband, and that is like a waste of time. So we save money. So we bought the washing machine, and that's the best gift ever. So I just put the clothes, and they're almost dry. So when I hang them, it takes less time for the sun to dry them. So it's like really, I just throw the clothes in, and half an hour I just take them off. I don't have to do that much effort because my hands hurts, my back hurts. So that's the object that I prefer, the technology object. I can't live without a computer, but I cannot live without my washing machine. And I love my radio or an iPod because as well I cannot live without music. So I need music to clean my house, to walk. Music is my energy, so I cannot live without music and without the washing machine. Do you want me to talk more about this?
That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you very much. We'll move on to part 3, and we're going to continue to talk about technology, and we'll just have a discussion about it, okay? So, do you think life is easier for you now with technology than it was for your parents' generation?
Yes, it's really easy because my father always he's amazed, like Facebook, he can contact with his friends.
For communication.
Like he's my father is like 60, and he opened his Facebook account. Now he's friends with all his like.
That's amazing.
Like this, the friends he used to go to school like 20, 30 years ago, and now like before I came here, they make like a reunion, like 40 years after graduation. So that like is really easy because like my father used to tell me, he always tell me like when he wants to send a letter to somebody it would takes months, like
and now it
days,
doesn't.
no.
So that's made it easier for you to come to Vancouver this year because you can communicate with your family, your husband.
Yes and no, because I'm not such a Facebook fan, and I don't like to spend that many time in front of the computer because when I'm working I have to prepare classes and everything in front of the computer. But if I don't have to use the computer, I won't turn it on because I don't go to like YouTube. I don't like that. So if I want to communicate with my husband, he calls me or I call you.
Just
or
using
I call
the
him.
phone.
We use the phone. I don't like to like the chat. I don't like that.
Or Skype? You don't use Skype?
Sometimes I like Skype because you don't have to type, but in my homestay computer they don't have a camera, so I cannot use Skype. And my husband is always traveling and in the office on the office, and it's 2 hours difference. So when I arrive home at 7, it's 9 o'clock. And it's like really hard to like set up an hour, so he calls me. It's easy for us to communicate.
So you're happier using the phone, so you can't live without your phone and text messages.
Yes, maybe that's it.
Can you do you think you will keep in contact with your host family when you go back to Colombia?
Yes, definitely. And as well in Facebook, even if I'm not such a big fan, I graduated from high school like 12 years ago. So we have a Facebook page, and we graduate together 108 students, and we are all have this group in Facebook. And like a month ago, they make a party, and everybody like after like 12 years, everybody is married, they have kids, and it was really nice. I saw the pictures online, but that's connects really the people and the friends and family. That's really good. My grandma uses a lot the Facebook or
your grandmother does.
Yes, my grandma is 95.
Wow, good for her.
She is all the grandchildren. They live in the States, and she saw them when they were just born, and she talks to them, she sings when they are like feeding them. My grandma is in front of the computer singing to them. So it's like, even if she cannot travel because she's afraid of traveling, she can see them all the time. So that's really good for my grandma.
That's brilliant. Okay, Maria Alejandra, thank you very much for your time. We'll finish there.
You are welcome.